Our next presenter is a consummate example of someone who's mastered the from me to we conversation. Fundamentally, that's what Here and Now is about. Getting out of your own head and your survival, me versus them, I got to get my gold, which means they can't get their gold mentality that, frankly, is far too rampant in America. And we've seen the impact of that, whether it be the Occupy movement or how we're generally looked upon by other countries. This is just the sum of our belief system. And Here and Now is just one of the organizations that's really compelled to make a difference, to change that conversation around who we are as Americans and for the world. To be about service, not sales, to be about giving and not taking, to really align our lives with making a positive difference for others. So I'm very pleased to present Dave Block, and we're going to be hosting an interview in front of you. And this interview is unique in that it's set 1 year from today. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're in for a real treat tonight. It gives me great pleasure to introduce you to Dave Block, or as we know him as Dave the Gratitude Guy, who has completely changed his life around when he began understanding the importance of living a more grateful life. From his humble beginnings of earning $12 an hour, working a dead-end job, Dave has created the Gratitude Center, which is now a multi-million-dollar business that teaches people to open their heart and allow more of what they truly want to enter their life. One of America's top gratitude experts, coaches, and authors, his latest book, Catch the Gratitude, has become a New York Times bestseller. Dave has appeared on numerous TV shows such as Anderson 360, The View, Ellen, and is excited to announce a new show starting this fall called Living the Grateful Life on the Oprah Winfrey Network. Dave's future plans include to create the ultimate Disneyland for the mind, body, and soul, a place he calls Gratitude World. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Dave the Gratitude Guy. Thank you for being on the show.
Just a little bit nervous today, John.
No, this is a loving environment. Is this a loving environment?
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah, I thought so.
I'm feeling the warmth, though. I'm feeling it. Feeling it. Absolutely.
So how did you get started with gratitude?
You know, it's an amazing process. You know, as you said, I started, just doing a dead-end job, making 12 bucks an hour, thinking that maybe that's the best that I can do. I thought that maybe I will never get more than this, that's as good as it gets. But then I decided, that's a limiting belief. That's a totally limiting belief that I have. That I know there's more. God put me on this planet for something more substantial than that. So I started reading books, just educating my mind, like The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Mm-hmm. And there were some really enormous chapters there, specifying gratitude and the importance of it, how it makes a difference in your life. And I discovered that by being grateful, it actually brought more of what I truly want to come into my life. And it, amazing things started to happen, connections that I never thought I could make, people that I thought I couldn't connect with. I met, John, I got to tell you, this beautiful woman. Yeah. She's everything that I ever wanted. She totally gets me, and I get her, and she everything on my checklist is there, and I asked the universe, this is exactly what I want, and just. So
would you say it's a function of experiencing the gratitude, just taking it on as a way of relating to others from that being of gratitude?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I would just say that, a lot of things, the little things really make a big difference. I don't think we should take little things for granted. If someone does something nice for you, a nice gesture, feel that, acknowledge them that, or do something for somebody else. Because those little tiny things actually lead to bigger things. So it's important to, for all of us to be, grateful people and appreciate what we have right now instead of what we don't have, because that hasn't worked. In my situation, it hasn't worked because it's just more you pound your head, it's stressful, figuring it out, you know, why me and all this other stuff. You go through all those periods of, you know, of being, you know, not able to, you know, be happy, you know. But, you know, we're on this earth for such a short time, so it's important that every moment that we have, we try to find joy in what we're doing. You know, it really makes a difference. And when you can be grateful to somebody in a small way, it probably makes their day. And you would never know that, maybe.
So how are you able to maintain the gratitude when just shitty things happen? What do you do to stay in that place of gratitude when all your mind is saying, like, I can't be grateful for this. This is awful. Like, whether it be losing your job, marriage problems, like, how do you do? How do you maintain the gratitude?
That's a very good question. Well, I think all of us can relate to that. I mean, I have lost my job and my home and other things in my life, but, you know, I still look at, you know, I still find a way to look at the glass is half full scenario. Because, you know, there's two ways, you know, to look at it. You know, you can either bring more negative energy into what you're doing, which is obviously, you know, going to take you further down, or you're going to change your mindset and have a more positive mindset. You know, and I know it's easier said than done. You know, it's been countless nights that, you know, I just, you know, didn't think in that way. But just by believing in who I am and what I'm doing, and just feeling the positive energy from people, I knew I was on the right track. And it just, you know, I said to myself, you know, I'm going to make a difference in the world. And that's why I created the Gratitude Center, because I wanted people to go to a place so they can learn how to be more grateful in their lives and how to bring more joy into themselves. So, you know, I welcome you all to visit the Gratitude Center and to learn more, and it really will make a difference in your life. And,
well, let's open it up to our guest audience. Any questions for Dave the Gratitude Guy?
What was it that caused you to have that click one day where you said, you know what, this isn't it. I want to do more. I want to contribute to the world and show people what it was. You know, what it was for you that inspired you to go out in the world and do more than what it was that you were doing.
Well, I think it was probably when I got to one of my low points in my life. You know, I just, like I mentioned, I got laid off, and I was going through, you know, classifieds, looking for, you know, what am I going to do, and stressing out over the bills and everything else. So, you know, I decided that, you know, yes, I mean, obviously I need to figure out some form of income to get myself back on track, but am I just going to keep doing that scenario over and over again, knowing that in this economy, who knows, I may lose the job again. So I decided, you know, I want to reach for something bigger. You know, I want to reach for something bigger in my life. You know, for whatever I've got left, I want to make a difference. I want to impact people. So I decided at that point, when I lost my last job, that I wasn't going to do that any longer. I was going to have this mindset of being an entrepreneur, to make a difference in the world, to focus on being positive, and, you know, and set an example for others. So that was my focus when that situation happened. So
go big.
What's that?
I said go big.
Go big, man. You know, you gotta think that way. You know, and so much in my life, I was thinking the other way.
Sure.
You know, I was thinking, like I said, limiting beliefs. So
yeah.
I just, you know, broke that out. I took my ego, threw it out, you know, and just really believed in myself.
Would you be interested to hear what some of our guests are thankful for?
I would love that, John.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Why don't you go ahead and ask them?
Who would like to tell me what they are grateful for?
Stephen.
Yeah, well, I'll mimic what like Bianca was saying. I mean, I love living in San Diego. It's a great city we live in. I'm very grateful for that.
Anyone else?
I have the coolest children in the entire world. 2.
Wow.
I have cool parents.
They're awesome friends.
America.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Grateful for the perspective that we can benefit from each other in every interaction we have, and we can leave someone in a better place if that's the attitude we take going into conversation.
Yeah.
I'm
grateful for meeting John Block, met him recently, and speaking at Microsoft store in Fashion Valley, and he's been gracious to come, and we don't really know each other, but we're going to have fun, and I'm just grateful for the amount of fun that I have in my life, because I was very serious, and I just got fun.
Yeah, this might be an opportunity for a plug. So, Jack and I are co-speaking at a free event May 1st. That's a Tuesday morning at the Microsoft store. Jack is an expert in social media, so he'll be speaking on latest trends surrounding that, how-tos. I will be speaking on our mindset about social media. Whatever stories we have that might not serve us, about how confusing it is, how much of it is out there, I'll be speaking on the mindset around social media. So if you'd like more information, speak with myself or Jack about that. What else would you like to share as a final expression of gratitude, Dave?
Well, I would just like to tell you, my stand. My stand is to just become a reminder to people about the importance of being grateful in your life. And as I sit here and feel the warmth of your hearts, I can sense that there's a new direction that we can go. I can feel that by taking your positive intentions, taking it out to the world, we can change the world. We can make a difference. Maybe we can, help bring the unemployment down, or something major like that. It's just a different mentality that we have to have, and I think it all starts within. So let's, open up our hearts and be grateful for each other, and let's make this a beautiful world, because I know we can. We can do it.
Thank you, Dave.
I just want to say, if you build it, they will come.
Why don't you share who gave you that hard hat, and also use it as an opportunity to introduce our next presenter.
Absolutely, John. A marvelous man. My co-worker, my buddy in this whole mastermind series. A man who's brought many guests to this room, and who gave me this wonderful remembrance that I will keep for the rest of my life. When the shovel is ready to unload for Gratitude World. So, Mark Hernandez. Thank you.